Okay, so I'm just going to introduce you to our MLSS sensor and to how you can clean it in the field. To do this job, you just need standard personal protective equipment, some Q-tips or cotton buds as we call them in the UK. So just to introduce you to the sensor here itself, this is the source side of the infrared light. It either does a transmission across this gap onto the sensor here, or there's a reflected signal that bounces back and gets picked up on the sensor head here. So this is what it looks like in the field, on the bench. When we go out into the field, I'll show it to you installed. So if we come over here, you'll see that this will be your acetone as you've taken it out of the water. So it should be facing you in this orientation. So first thing we need to do is remove just this bottom cover here, which is very simple. Just undo the clips, one on each side. Carefully lower it down. Obviously try not to drop it in the water. And then you'll see that we will have our sample chamber, which we call the shell here. And inside is the core with most of the sensors on it, although the MLSS sensor is actually located on the shell here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to move this down so that we can actually get access to the sensor and clean it. So we go over to our control panel here, and you'll see along the top we've got all these tabs. The one we're looking for is manual actuator control. So if we click on that, and what you'll see is you've got all the positions that the system can go in. At the moment it's in the MLSS wipe position, so we just click on the down arrow here, and the third one down is empty respirometry chamber. We click on that, and then we click on move both. So what should happen now is both the sample chamber and the inner core will simultaneously move down into a position from where it can be cleaned. And it will stop very nicely, nice and level with this puck on the outside here. Now what we want to do is we want to further move down the core so that anything that we use to wash it will actually be able to escape. And so we come over here to core, and we just manually lower it, press down. And then as we watch the system here, we're waiting for the core section to clear from the shell. Once it does that, we press the stop button. Okay, now don't worry if that goes further than what you've got in that position there, that's absolutely fine. If it goes down past the normal running condition, what you'll find is one of these lights will light up, most likely the core because that's the one you've moved manually. That will turn red, don't worry about that. To clear that, just press up and then stop very, very quickly. Okay, so now we will go and clean the system. So as well as the cotton bud, if you have a squeegee bottle with some tap water or deionized water in it, that would be ideal. What we're looking to do is just clean the face here. So this is the receiver face. Clean the actual emitter face here. You can put a small alcohol rub or a small detergent rub on that if you want to. It's not necessary to clean this area here. And then just clean any sludge that's built up around the outside area here. Using your squeegee bottle, then just wash the faces. The liquid will go down inside and exhaust through here. And that's essentially it. Refitting is the reverse. So what I like to do, just to keep everything nice and neat and stop anything getting trapped in the chamber, is just bring the core up a little bit until it seals inside the chamber. Then we can stop it. At that stage, one thing to check is just as you come down here, this is, you see if we can get into that in shot, this is the wiper, the automatic wiper for the automatic cleaning system. So just give that a check just to make sure that it's properly flexible. It's got all the wipers on it intact. The outer section, just flip it over, make sure the clips are engaged. That's it, and then you can come back in here, go to respirometry, and click on do an MLSS test. The system will now just go through the process and will run continuously from here. Obviously you will have lowered it back into the water at this stage.